tomorrow. Just you wait and see. I'll never forget the people I met, braving those angry skies. I remember well as the shadows fell, the light of hope in their eyes. And though I'm far away, I still can hear them say, thumbs up. For when the dawn comes up, there'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after. Tomorrow, when the world is free, the shepherd will tend his sheep, the valley will bloom again, and Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see.
Good evening. That was Vera Lynn, bless her, and the audience. Well done, well done. Welcome to the fifth, in fact, Margate Songbook. There were two in care homes that were closed, so this is the third public one.
This is the third public one,
This is the third public one, yes, okay. And we're pretty chock-a-block in here. So we just wanted to say a couple of things before we start the music. One is that we have a raffle. Of course we have a raffle, yeah. What will you win? Well, here we have the book that actually inspired the project in the first place, which is Billy Bragg's The Progressive Patriot, which talks about speaking about things in England in a way that isn't involved with deciding who wants to live here and who they should love and all that kind of rubbish. So you can win this, or we have a...
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Rosslyn Court raffle without the toilet roll.
Way! So it's a who gives a crap toilet roll. Second prize, okay? The way to enter this is if you would please give us your email address so we can put you on the email list. We don't send it out very often because I'm not very good at it. But you will hear about things that are going on at Rosslyn Court. So if you could give us your email address, there's some cards at the bar to put your email address and your name on. Otherwise, people at home, if you would like to email me it at roslyncourt.com, morag@roslyncourt.com, then I will put you in for the raffle.
And if you're comfortable to do so, you can just put it in the live chat underneath this live stream as well.
Yep.
And they will be collected, and a winner for both the toilet roll and the book will be announced later on.
at the very end. So no sneaking off. Yeah, you got you sorted out with that. Yes, okay. We're now going to have a very, very, very short talk by Esther Corrin, who's going to quickly tell you about this, which is a QR code on your program. Thank you. Okay. Right.
Okay, so just very, very, very briefly, I think I have 2 minutes. We've decided, I've worked as a professional researcher, so we were chatting and we decided that it would be really useful to try and collect people's impressions, experiences of participating in these events. And if you click on the QR code, it will take you to a short questionnaire. It shouldn't take very long to complete. It's mostly tick box questions, and where there are free text boxes, you won't be able to put much more than 30 or 40 words. There's many reasons for doing it. One of the key ones is that the Arts Council and other funders who fund these types of projects like to see participation information, and it's very, very useful if everybody who can, both here and at home, could complete the questionnaire and submit it so that your voices can be added to the rest. Thanks ever so much.
Thank you, Esther. So for those of you at home, the QR code will be displayed on the screen during the interval and at the end. So all you need to do is scan that from your screen and it will take you to the questionnaire. Questionnaire takes about 3 or 4 minutes. So it's very easy. And doesn't take up much of your time, and it's very much appreciated.
And for you at home, while we're going to the bar and chatting during the interval, you have a quiz that you can do. So, yeah. Right, we need to start.
Yes. So our first performer singing Ralph McTell's Streets of London. So those of you who can see, underneath the title of the song is the reason that it was chosen by a member of the public. I don't know if you at home can see it, so it says English problems that could be solved but never seem to get resolved. A sentiment that came up a few times. This song was actually chosen more than once, and it is being performed tonight by the wonderful Ian Purvis.
Have you seen the old man outside the closed down market, kicking up the paper with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and held loosely at his side yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. Well, how can you tell me you're lonely, and for you that the sun don't shine? Well, let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old gal who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags. Oh, she's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bags. Well, how can you tell me you're lonely, and for you that the sun don't shine? Well, let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. In the all-night cafe at 11:15, same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each tea lasts an hour, then he wanders home alone. Well, how can you tell me you're lonely, and for you that the sun don't shine? Well, let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? Memories fading with the metal ribbons that he wears. In our winter city, the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. Well, how can you tell me you're lonely, and you say for you that the sun don't shine? Well, let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. In shop doorways, under bridges, in our towns and in our cities, you can glimpse the makeshift bedding in the corner of your eye. Remember, what you're seeing barely hides a human being. We're all in this together, brother, sister, you and I. Well, how can you tell me you're lonely, and you say for you that the sun don't shine? Well, let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. Thank you.
Ian Purvis, everybody. How wonderful. You may have noticed it's not usual at a gig for the words to go up on a screen. The original reason that we did that with the other two concerts was we wanted people to see what the lyrics were so that they knew why the song had been chosen, in case there was something subtle in there or in case they'd never seen or heard the song before. And you don't always pick up on those lyrics the first time you hear it. So that's why it was there. Then people started singing along, and it was awesome. So don't feel discouraged. Do sing along, obviously respecting the performer at the same time. But thank you so much. Well, don't try to outdo them or anything like that. It's tempting for some of us performers. So our next song is Lazy Sunday by the Small Faces. In a moment, I'll tell you why it was chosen. There we go. It captures everyday speech beautifully. I think I feel the same way about that, actually. Performing it this evening is the awesome Josh Flowers.
I have to admit, I never heard this song before. I had to learn it. So, here we are. Isn't that a good thing? I always liked American music. Wouldn't it be nice to get on with me neighbors? But
They make it very clear they got no room for ravers. They stop me grooving, they bang on me wall. They do me crusting, it's no good at all. Lazy Sunday afternoon, I've got no mind to worry. I close my eyes and drift away. Here we all are, sitting in a rainbow. Hello, blimey, Mrs. Jones, how's old Bert's lumbago? Sing you a song with no words and no tune. They're singing the Kazi while you suss out the moon, yeah. Lazy Sunday afternoon, I've got no mind to worry. I close my eyes and drift away. Root-dee-doo-doo, root-dee-doo-dee-doo-doo. Root-dee-doo-dee-dum, root-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee. There's no one to hear me, there's nothing to say, and no one can stop me from feeling this way. Lazy Sunday afternoon, I've got no mind to worry. Close my eyes and drift away. Lazy Sunday afternoon, I've got no mind to worry. Close my eyes and drift close my eyes and drift close my eyes and drift away.
Brilliant. Thank you, Josh. That was great. I can't believe you'd never heard that before. Extraordinary, extraordinary. Okay, next up we have Cherry Alcock and Ian Purvis, who are going to sing Environmental Anxiety by Ray, which I have to say I hadn't heard. Have you heard this one? No, it's yeah, but it's an interesting one. Yeah, it's good. Oh yes. If you don't like rude words, put your fingers in your ears. Yeah. Forever. Yeah. Forever. Yeah. Okay. And in a minute we'll find out why it was chosen. Ah, look at that. It's all falling apart around our ears. So it is. Yeah. Okay. So Cherry and Ian, everybody. Yeah.
How did you ever think? How did you ever think it wasn't bound to happen?
You poison the waterfalls, set fire to our rivers of hope. The end of us all, well, it was always bound to happen. Come on kids, it's time to vote. Boris Johnson sniffing coke. All the children are depressed, not the future we had hoped. Little girls aren't safe at home. She's scrolling up and down her phone. She hates her life, she hates herself, and she's 12 years old. These dopamine social apps are dull. I've got Dopamine from likes and shares, and we find peace from drugs and sex and prescription anxiety. Sweep the truth under the rug, feed us plastic GMO crops. We don't need self-motivation, robots will take all our jobs.
How did you ever think?
How did you ever think it wasn't bound to happen? We poison the waterfalls, set fire to our rivers of hope. We're all gonna die, what do we do before it happens? You turn a blind eye when the drunk man falls. Did you ever think, why is the drunk man drunk? A system failed, 2 kids in jail, the rich get rich and the rest get sunk. Classist, sexist, racist, ableist, fascist, ageist, homophobic country leaders fucked our futures and they think we haven't noticed. Forests burning, oil spills, melting ice and methane gas, toxic waste and plastic pitch, we're digging holes to hide our trash. Unity reeks in all our songs, but we drew borders across our land. 1,000 years we've been at war, the planet is dead, we will all hold hands. How did we ever think? How did we ever think it wasn't bound to happen? We poison the waterfalls, set fire to our rivers of hope.
We're
all gonna die, what do we do before it happens? How did we ever think? How did we ever think it wasn't bound to happen? We poison the waterfalls, set fire to our rivers of hope. We're all gonna die, what do we do before it happens? Attention citizens, please evacuate the country in an orderly fashion and leave behind any personal belongings that you do not need.
Thank you.
Sherry Alcock and Ian Purvis, everybody. Let's hear it one more time. It seems like most of us hadn't heard that one before. I didn't hear anybody singing along. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all if you don't know it. But so our next performer was supposed to be our very own John Beetham, but unfortunately, he's a bit poorly, so he's not here. He's a lot poorly. He's a lot poorly. That's why he's not here. He's a bit poorly. He should have been here, damn it. But he's not. So fortunately, our very professional performers have stepped in, and this particular song that was supposed to be sung by John is now being sung by the wonderful Charlie Hannah. And it doesn't need much of an introduction, the song.
No.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. It was suggested many, many times, and this particular reason was because my mum and dad used to... Not my mum and dad. My mum and dad didn't used to sing it. I'm from the north. But the person who suggested it, their mother and father used to sing it.
You've lost your accent.
I have lost my accent.
Is
It's
that
coming
stage
back.
school?
When I sing,
All right.
it's coming back.
Okay, great.
Let's hear it for Charlie Hannah, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, so there's only one verse. That's it in this song. Does everyone know it? Okay. I won't tell you that I wasn't that familiar with it then before yesterday. But I thought we'd just sing it through once, then we'll do something like all the ladies, all the men, all together again, something like that. How about, yeah? So all together, we'll get used to it all together, then we'll take it in turns. Right, ready? Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me when I'm lit up and down. Oh, maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London. Can you do any better? Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London. Wow. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner and I think about wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner and I love London. All together now. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. That I love London town. Once more. That I love London town. Well done.
Wayman, I don't know. Okay, now, because John was supposed to be singing that, we've now got Charlie Hannah. Yay!
Thank you.
Yes.
Right, this is the serious one where I have to actually concentrate a lot for this one. Thank you for doing such lovely singing there. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, so.
So, the reason why somebody chose this is that the lyrics are sublime and relate so well to the countryside in England. Yeah, they're fantastic words. And also the television programme. Yeah. Okay.
Are there fans of the Detectorists here? Yeah, because I mean the song will mean a whole lot more if you're a fan of that series, as am I. Because I think like Essex, which is where I'm from, it gets a bad rap, I think, often, you know, reputationally and in the media. And people don't realise that it's got some of the most lovely countryside there and some very nice people too. And so, yeah, and the show's great. I love it, really deadpan. It's got Gareth Keenan in and one Simon Bates. Yeah, yeah, so... okay, so... Right. Will you search through the loamy earth for me? Climb through the briar and bramble. I'll be your treasure. I felt the touch of the kings and the breath of the wind, knew the call of the songbirds, they sang all the wrong words. I'm waiting for you, I'm waiting for you. Would you swim through the briny sea for me? Crawl along the ocean's floor. I'll be your treasure. I'm with the ghosts of the men who can never sing again. There's a place, follow me, where a love lost at sea is waiting for you. Is waiting for you. Would you drift o'er the rolling fields for me? Hold me in the highest bough. I'll be your treasure. And in history's rhyme, there's a place and a time and a truth to the goal that the fools cannot hold. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
One more time for Charlie Hanna, everybody.
Thank you.
So it's probably worth mentioning that these songs are not usually in the repertoires of these performers tonight. We have asked them to learn these songs, and they've done an incredible job. Some of them have had less time than others. For example, Charlie with Maybe It's 'Cause I'm a Londoner. The next song is also a song that was supposed to be performed by John Beetham, and as you know, he's not here, so the wonderful Morag has stepped up and has learned this song in record time. So I want to...
This song.
Has maybe learned this song in record time. We'll find out. So the song was chosen because the person who suggested it said it reminds me of the person who encouraged me to love English folk music, which is a really lovely sentiment. The song is called Hares on the Mountain by Shirley Collins, and I want to hear a great big round of applause for Morag Butler.
It's a traditional song, but Shirley Collins sang it originally, and if you listen to her singing it now, she sings it exactly an octave below what she used to sing, which is fascinating. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. She smiled and replied, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could wed you. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could bed you. She smiled and replied, then you'd say I'd misled you. If all you young men were hares on the mountain, if all you young men were hares on the mountain, how many young girls would take guns and go hunting? If young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes, if young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes, how many young girls would go beating the bushes? If all you young men were fish in the water, if all you young men were fish in the water, how many young girls would undress and dive after? But the young men are given to frisking and fooling. Oh, young men are given to frisking and fooling. So I'll leave them alone and attend to my schooling.
Morag Butler, everybody. Absolutely stunning. Thank you.
Can't get past now.
Oh, well, I'm not going to let you past either. You're going to have to wait. No, go on. Go. Absolutely stunning. Thank you. So next, I would like to welcome back the wonderful Josh Flowers. Here he comes. and Josh will be singing for us You'll Never Walk Alone by Jerry and the Pacemakers. A wonderful English song sung all the world over because football. Have you heard this one before?
Yeah, I hadn't heard this before. I learned.
I can't wait to hear it. Josh Flowers, everybody.
I'd like you to sing with me for this one. I don't think it's too much to ask. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, that was a bit gorgeous, wasn't it? Yeah. Not a dry eye in the room. That's brilliant. Right, now, we've got something a little bit different, which is a traditional song sung by Jeff Turner. Sung by Jeff Turner. Hey, hey. This is... Oop. It's What's Left. It's sung by What's Left of Jeff Turner. Yes. He's going to sing this unaccompanied, as in the traditional sense. But look at the words. It's a really interesting song. Jeff Turner, everybody. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's not the first word.
Just do your words.
One word.
Just get
Okay.
the point.
Through bushes and through briars, I lately made my way, oh, for to hear the small birds sing, and the lambs to skip and play. I overheard a female her voice it rang so clear. Long time have I been waiting for the coming of my dear. Long time have I been waiting for the coming of my dear. Sometimes I am uneasy and troubled in my mind. Sometimes I'll think I'll go to my love and tell to him of my mind. Sometimes I'll think I'll go to my love and tell to him of my mind. But if I should go to my love, he would say nay. If I show to him my boldness, he'll never love me again. If I show to him my boldness, he'll never love me again. I'll never know the reason young women loved old men, for they are so false-hearted. Young women to trepan, for they are so false-hearted. Young women to trepan. Oh, sorry, that's thrown me, not the words I was actually playing on, never mind. That's it.
Do the first verse again.
Yeah, yeah. Through bushes and through briars, I lately took my way. Oh, for to hear the small birds sing, and the lambs to skip and play. Oh, for to hear the small birds sing, and lambs to skip and play.
Let's hear it for Jeff Turner, everybody. I can vouch when all of a sudden you can see words, even if they're the right words, it can throw you off. It happens. And it's so hard not to look at the words that you're singing right there, if they are different. Come on through. So our next song, two of my favourite performers, they have performed at some of the other Margate Songbook concerts, and again, we'll learn a song like that and blow it out the park, knock it out the park.
Oh, no pressure.
So the song they're singing is Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks. Let's see, it's been chosen for a bunch of reasons here. Sums up the 60s, a lost England. Reminds me of when I first moved across the pond. Quintessentially English, about just blending in. All good reasons. Let's hear it for Ty and Aisha Watling, everybody.
Dirty old river, must you keep rolling, flowing into the night? People so busy, makes me feel dizzy. Taxi lights shine so bright. I don't need no friends, as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise. Every day I look at the world from my window. Chilly, chilly, it's evening time. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo Station every Friday night. But I am so lazy, don't want to wander, I stay at home at night. But I don't feel afraid as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise. Every day I look at the world from my window, but chilly, it's evening time. Waterloo sunset's fine. Millions of people swarming like flies round Waterloo Underground. But Terry and Julie cross over the river where they feel safe and sound. And they don't need no friends as long as they gaze on Waterloo sunset, they are in paradise. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine.
Ty and Aisha, everybody.
Fabulous. We're going to have a little break. So, people at home, you have two things you can do. One is you can do the quiz. You can put the kettle on, and also you can send us your email address to be put in the raffle. Yep.
Also, I'm going to. I can see us on the screen there, and either we are the worst pair to have on a screen.
I asked for a box, and it was refused.
I think we should dig a hole for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, so the quiz is going to come up for you. There will also be a QR code, and that is the QR code that you can scan to fill out our evaluation questionnaire. It only takes about 4 minutes, and we'd really, really appreciate it. So thank you in advance.
And then if you're feeling really happy, maybe you'd like to donate to this event for the people at home, and that would really make us happy too. Thank you. So we'll see you in a bit, people at home.
Before we go, anybody in-house, if you have not filled out a raffle card, you can do so when you go to the bar now. So do that, please.
Lovely. Thank you.
Great.
See you in a bit.
We'll see you shortly.
Bye. again, part 2. This is the first time we've done a live stream with an interval in the middle. So I don't know, maybe you'll tell us how it was for you at home. Good, excellent.
Hopefully you're still here.
Yes.
And hopefully you had fun answering the questions.
Yep.
As you saw, it's not for any prizes. It was just for bragging rights. But we do have prizes, so we do encourage you to enter the raffle by leaving your email address. You can email Morag
at rosalindcourt.com.
There we go. And that's if you're at home. If you're here, hopefully you've all filled out your cards now. It's for the wonderful Billy Bragg book, remind me the name, The Progressive Patriot. And second prize is the Who Gives a Crap toilet roll. Good luck.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the music. We're going to have Cherry Alcock and Chris Wimhurst. We're going to have Cherry Alcock and Chris Wimhurst. Yay!
Lurking behind the curtain.
Yeah. Okay. So, the stop lurking. The people this was chosen by quite a few people. One person said that it was smart, handsome images, which I thought was rather interesting. Someone else said us gays went mad for it on the dance floor at the end of the night. Yeah, so there we go. Excellent. Both very good reasons for choosing it. Okay, and I'm hoping that you'll all sing along with this one because you know it. Of course you do. Yes.
A big hand, everyone, for Cherry Alcock and Chris Wimhurst.
Hello. Out on the wily, windy morn, we'd roll and fall in green. You had a temper like my jealousy, too hard, too greedy. How could you leave me
great. That was great. Lovely. Thank you, Cherry and Chris. That was really, really good. That was lovely. Now, the next one is another folk song. It's very interesting, the amount of folk songs we had suggested. And this one is a story. It's one of the story folk songs. So it's got a bit of a refrain. Has it got a refrain?
Yeah, you're supposed to join in.
Yeah, yes. Now, somebody's chosen it because it feels like the most English song I have ever heard. It's fun, it's funny, and it's clearly part of a sing-around. Does everybody know about the English folk scene sing-around tradition where you go into pubs or places like this and you just... people sing a song, and they, you just go around the room and people sing a song, and it's lovely. It's really inclusive and great. And this song is part of that tradition. And it's going to be sung by our own Thomas Wood. Yay!
So, as Morag told you, there is a part you join in on. You'll notice on the lyrics there, the last line of the verse is repeated, and you're supposed to sing the last line along with me. Do it with gusto, okay? I'm doing this unaccompanied in the traditional folk tradition. That's a lot of traditions. Okay. Traditionally. Now all you worthy gentle folk have called on me to sing, and well I can assure you I'll do that very thing. And now you've called on me to sing, I'll see what I can do. And once that I have finished it, I'll call upon one of you. Oh, I'll call upon one of you. I once went courting of a cook, I'll tell you the reason for why. For when that I was hungry, me once a did supply. For when that I was hungry, you gave me such relief. Fed me on the best of pies and plenty of roast beef. And plenty of roast beef. She invited me to supper, I quickly gave my consent. And glad was I when the night was on, to her master's house I went. I made a very good supper there as well, you might believe. And into me pocket I rammed some butter, and t'other I rammed some cheese. Oh, and t'other I rammed some cheese. Now when the meal was ended and I couldn't eat any more, oh Lord, to my surprise, when the master knocked at the door, and where to go to hide myself, I swear I didn't know. So into the chimney I did creep, as black as any old crow, oh, as black as any old crow. Now the fire, it had been fierce, it's almost scorched me knees. It began to melt me butter, and likewise toast me cheese. And every drop into the fire, it made a terrible flare. And the master swore as in his own house the devil himself were there. Oh, the devil himself were there. Now on upstairs the master went quickly for to find out. He poured cold water down the chimney to drive the devil out. So out the chimney I did creep, and into the street did crawl, as I was forced to bundle out butter and cheese and all. Oh, me butter and cheese and all. Then out in the street I was forced to go, me shamefaced for to show. Me butter and cheese had melted, me eyes as black as a crow. The women screamed, the dogs did bark, the children did guffaw. When out of the window, ha 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 ha, came butter and cheese and all. Oh, came butter and cheese and all. So now me song has ended and I can't sing any more. I hope you're more contented now that you've heard me roar. I hope you're more contented, I've not detained you long. So just to keep up the harmony, let's have another song. Oh, let's have another song.
Fantastic, Thomas Wood. That's great. Now, the next song that's coming up, I interviewed the people who suggested it, and it was really funny because they came up with it just like that. Quite. And I have to say that the Brexit word was mentioned. We've made a bit of a mess of things, and Chris Wimhurst is going to perform this one at the pianoforte. Hey, here he is. Yes. Yes. It's slick and professional, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Does anyone know this song? Yes. Yeah, okay, so you're going to sing on. I've tried to do it in a non-sort of late Vegas era Elvis style. I can't really not, so sorry about that in advance. That's my apology, and this is a general apology song, I think. Who is sorry now? Sorry now. Sorry now. Whose heart is aching for breaking each vow? Who's sad and blue? Do sway if you want to. Crying too, just like I cried over you. Ah, just like a friend. I'm meant to be singing to this, aren't I? Just like a friend, that's right. I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way. Now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now. Key change, let's see those hands in the air. Now you had your way. Now you must pay. Beautiful. I'm doing the wrong bit, aren't I? To warn you somehow. You had your way, oh, now you must pay, oh, I'm glad that you're sorry now. Thank you very much.
One more time for Chris Wimhurst. The ridiculously skilled and talented Chris Wimhurst there. Thank you so much. So our next song will be sung by the amazing Ty and Aisha Watling again. They're going to make their way to the stage. This is not the first time Aisha has had to do some Freddie Mercury vocals in this project. And she does it so well. I'm excited for you all to hear it.
I'm thinking
This
of doing a
song,
tribute.
Who Wants to Live Forever by Queen, or specifically May. Brian, I'm assuming. And the reason this song was chosen is because it's about caring for others. Let's hear it for Ty and Aisha Watling, everyone.
There's no time for us.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll start that again. I'll start that again. That was awful.
Okay. There's no time for us. There's no place for us. What is this thing that builds our dreams, yet slips away from us? Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? there's no chance for us. It's all decided for us. This world has only one sweet moment set aside for us. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? Who dares to love forever? When love must die. Who touch my tears with your lips? Touch my world with your fingertips, and we can have forever, and we can love forever. It's our today. Who wants to love forever? Who wants to live forever? Forever is our today. Who waits forever anyway?
Ty and Aisha Watling, fantastic. Great song. Thank you. Thank you. One thing that came up quite repeatedly while we were talking to people in Margate was an English experience of childhood is the school morning assembly. And people spoke very fondly of it, which is quite interesting, isn't it? So what we thought we would do is we would recreate it for you. And Chris Wimhurst is going to lead us in Morning Has Broken.
Morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Wimhurst.
Yeah, yes.
Morning, Mr. Wimhurst.
It made people feel warm inside and memories of school assemblies. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
So would you rise, please, if you can? We should have small people at the front.
Yeah, so you're going to rise.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning,
Chris Wimhurst, everybody! And everybody! The nostalgia. It's heavy. Well done, everyone. That sounded awesome. It reminded me of being at school, which was the point. So congratulations. So lovely. I don't think we got to do the Cat Stevens version when I was at school, though, so that's nice. Right. The next song we have is going to be sung by our awesome and incredible Morag Butler. Yes. In a moment, you're going to give her a much bigger round of applause, okay? The song is called Accident of Birth by Steve O'Donoghue. And it was chosen as an eloquent English-based challenge to the tribalism that can often be an unwelcome shadow side of patriotism. Ooh, deep. So deep I could barely read it. It's an incredible song. Do pay attention to the lyrics. And
do join in.
And do join in and enjoy Morag Butler.
I support my local football team like my father did before. A shiver runs right down my spine whenever my team score. And we hate our local rivals and the colours that they wear. And every time we play them, well, there's hatred in the air. But maybe it doesn't matter. Perhaps the truth, for what it's worth, is the football team that I support is just an accident of birth. And if I had been born down the way, it's not that hard to see that I would be the same as them, but I would still be me. And it doesn't really matter, but here's the truth for what it's worth. The football team that I support is just an accident of birth. I was born in this fair country like my mother was before, and we support our brave young soldiers when they go to fight a war. And we sing our national anthem, we salute our country's flag, and our hatred of the enemies grows with every body bag. But maybe it doesn't matter. Perhaps the truth, for what it's worth, is the country I was born in is just an accident of birth. And if I had been born down the way, it's not that hard to see that I would be the same as them, but I would still be me. And it doesn't really matter, but here's the truth for what it's worth. The country I was born in is just an accident of birth. And on Sunday when we worship like my parents did before, to my God, the only true God, who'll be waiting at the door to welcome me to paradise, or so our scriptures tell. And those who worship false gods, well, they'll surely burn in hell. But maybe it doesn't matter. Perhaps the truth, for what it's worth, is the God to whom we pray is just an accident of birth. And if I had been born down the way, it's just that hard to see that I would be the same as what it's worth. The God to whom we pray is just an accident of birth. I support my local football team like my father did before.
Morag Butler, everybody. Yeah, let's swap.
We have to swap. The swap. We've got pretty much our last this is our last live song this evening, which is a shame because I'm enjoying myself, and that's the important thing. Yeah. Okay. Now, it says Snottle Dogs are going to sing this, but Snottle Dogs seem
Only two of us showed up.
Yeah, so I know you just can't get them, can you? So this is Thomas Wood, who is going to be and Chris Wimhurst.
Yes.
Chris Wimhurst. I do apologise. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't.
Rightly so.
I couldn't see you behind there. I couldn't see you. Yeah. So they're going to sing the Young'uns song. Does everyone know the Young'uns? Brilliant. Oh, look up the Young'uns. Fantastic English folk band. They sing really, really fantastic songs. Love them. They came here. They only stayed in the bed and breakfast, but they sang me a song in the front room. Oh, it was wonderful. Anyway, it wasn't this one. This one is A Lovely Cup of Tea, and it's a great reflection on multicultural England, based on a true story. This is true, where a mosque in Yorkshire deflected an English Defence League protest by offering those who turned up to beat them up tea and cakes. And it actually happened. And this is what the Young'uns do. They take real events and they write songs about them, and that's what folk music is all about, really. And Thomas Wood is going to perform it for us, and it's quite a difficult song to hear at the beginning because it is written in the first person about someone in the EDL going to beat up people in a mosque. So be gentle on him.
Yeah, do. The first verse it gets better, okay? For the English, we all began to yell. I'm marching with me mates from the EDL. We're all off to the mosque, where we'll raise merry hell. But wait a minute, lads. What's that delicious smell? Well, I was all up for some bigotry, some prejudice and hatred. But then out came a Muslim, certain drinks are caffeinated. And it's not English to row when biscuits have been plated. And now I think about it, my views might be a bit outdated. Oh, the thing that killed the fascist in me was Hassan's homemade biscuits and a lovely cup of tea. Do you fancy a kick around, my friend? That's what next I heard. Well, I was planning on kicking your head in, mate, but now that does seem a bit absurd. So out came a football, and outside that mosque was seen the most poignant game of footy since Christmas 1914. Well, I was all up for a fight, some parochial protestation, but then a Muslim brought out a football, and well, that changed the situation. And Hassan's not a bad player. Surprising. For an Asian, the referee's from Sri Lanka, and the linesman is Croatian. Oh, the thing that killed the fascist in me was when Hassan scored the winner with a brilliant penalty. Love thy neighbor. That's what the Bible said. It probably says something like that in the Quran. I don't know. I'm not well read. And we were all born into this world with unconditioned open minds. But it was fear and uncertainty that caused me to go blind. So now each Sunday, we come together and we have biscuits and we have tea and we play football for Planet Earth United, because that's how we all should be. And when I think back to that day that killed the fascist in me, Hassan's homemade biscuits, a game of football, and a lovely cup of tea. It's got to be British tea, mind, none of that Chinese tea nonsense coming over here to our country, forcing their foreign tea down our necks. Don't get me started. So I have to say, Chris learned that this evening. Like half an hour before you guys walked in.
Brilliant. Well done. Well done. Now, what we have now is a recording of a song by Gabriel Moreno, which is called Write England All Over Again, which we traditionally have finished all of these concerts with, which I'm sorry, it's an earworm. You will be singing it for the next 2 days. But have a good sing-along to that, after which we will do the raffle, and then we will put up the answers to the quiz. Yeah, which, you know, you might be interested in, you might not, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, Gabriel Moreno's song. Gabriel Moreno has played here and is coming back again. He's a wonderful, wonderful composer and poet. Okay? It's quite an understated song. Yeah. Yes. Sorry. It's coming? Yep.
The night has turned your compass into dial. You're hanging like a tightrope in the rain. And now that London told you all its lies, you wonder if there's a future in this place. But girl, if you're tired, don't go away. We can ride England all over again. And when they parade with their guns and their blades, we can ride England all over again. All over again. They say that stubborn men hold on to their flags when life and faith have ceased to be aligned. But what's the use of living in a lie when all you've got are spiders in your mind? Girl, if you're tired, don't go away. We can ride England all over again. And when they parade with their guns and their blades, we can ride England all over again. 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 We can ride England all over again. Take me to a land in Innisfree, where everyone is listening to the band, where faces merge in song and poetry, and plenitude is all that we demand. Girl, if you're tired, don't go away. We can ride England all over again. And when they parade with their guns and their blades, we can ride England all over again. All over again.
I really needed to get a bucket, but I didn't have. I didn't. So, right, would you like to pull out for the book?
For the book
For the
first.
book.
For the book. For the book. Book.
Book. Yep.
Drum roll, please.
Whoa.
Nikki Humber.
Nikki Humber.
Yay! The book goes to you, Nikki. Congratulations. It's a very good book. I hope you enjoy it.
Right, do you want to take?
Well, you go for the next one. There we go.
And for the toilet roll, Chris Michael. Hey! I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Now, we have another one of these next Saturday night. If you look at your program, you have 2 QR codes. One of them is so that you can actually take part in the one at the front means that you can take part in the project. If you haven't already, you can suggest a song. Just click on the QR code and answer some questions, and then you get asked at the end for a song. And then at the back of it, there's also the evaluation QR code. We're dead modern here. We've got all these QR codes. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. So I hope.
Can I just say with the evaluation one as well, it doesn't matter who you are, if you've had any connection with this project at all, whether you've donated a song, whether you've performed, all the performers out there, they're talking to you. Make sure you can hear me. If you were crew, or if you volunteered, or if you were just in the audience, anything at all, if you were part of this project, we want your feedback.
That would be great.
And the form does ask you to categorise yourself.
Yeah,
the
it does.
main role that you've had in the project.
Great. That's good. So.
Yeah, the next concert's in 2 weeks. Sorry, I was about to say that. So on the 27th of
yes,
April
I
will be the
apologise.
4th instalment
Yes.
of the Margate Songbook.
Yeah. I have to get something wrong. It's traditional. Yeah. 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 So, hope to see lots of you on the 27th. We're going to project the answers to the quiz, which might be of interest to some people. Yeah, there you go. Up to now, we've talked to 115 people, but when you've all filled it out, it'll be more, so that'll be wonderful. Yeah. And interestingly, the proportion of folk tunes, the folk songs that we were offered is 11%, which I think is quite high, actually. I'm impressed by that. I think, yes. Do you want me to talk through the rest of them? I don't really know. Yeah, go on. Okay. Which band did people choose most songs from? The Beatles, 6, and after that, Libertines, which is because they're a Margate band, aren't they? Yeah, and they've got a #1 CD. Way, yes. And Una and I were actually we were dancing the night away with them a couple of nights ago. Yeah. And just to drop names, yeah?
Shameless, isn't she?
She is, yes. What's the name of the book that inspired the project? Billy Bragg's The Progressive Patriot. It's not easy to say, but it's a lovely book to read. Where did St. George come from? Turkey! Yeah. So it's interesting. In a couple of weeks, we're going. Jerry Colvin is here. And we're going to have, on the 25th, we're going to have a celebration of St. George and Shakespeare, because it's Shakespeare's birthday as well around then. And we wondered, what food could we have? And we thought, what's, quintessentially St. George? Kebabs. We should. We're not going to have kebabs, but we did have a fleeting thought about that. Who introduced fish and chips in England? 16th century Jewish and Spanish refugees. Chips. French Protestants from Belgium. And that comes from Gary Lineker's website, which is a very trustworthy reputable source, yeah. And what's the most popular takeaway cuisine in England? Chinese, according to that great authority, Deliveroo. Hey, yeah, Yeah, we thought it was Indian, but apparently not. It's been taken over by people wanting Chinese food via Deliveroo. The approximate date of the first historical reference to black people living in England, the 3rd century AD. What was the sexuality of King James I of England? Around about 1500, yeah. He was gay, he was queer, he was homosexual. What iconic English car was designed by a refugee? The Mini, yeah, by Alec Isigonis from Izmir, which is in Turkey, of course, but was Greek then. So there you go. So the next Margate Songbook concert is on Saturday, the 27th of April. Hope to see you then, 7:30. It will be live streamed again, so you people at home, you can watch it. And it will be completely different songs. So.
I would like to say a great big thank you to all of our performers this evening. Yay. They've done an absolutely incredible job. So let's hear it one more time for all of them. Yay. More than that, yeah. Also, none of this would be possible without our incredible crew on cameras and sound, broadcasting, so well done to all of them. And also all of you. It wouldn't be right if I didn't thank you all. You've donated songs, you've turned up, you sang along. It was absolutely perfect, so thank you all so much. Chris is dying over there, don't worry about it. So give yourselves a big round of applause as well.
Yeah, thank you.
And finally, we could all turn up, but if we turned up and there wasn't a rustling court, then what would be the point? So a big hand for Morag Butler and Rustling Court.
Wonderful, thank you. See you again soon.
Good night.
Good night.